So back with Dior now. This is day 12. And you can see she's standing really nicely in the cross ties. And I'm going to start off some work here with the smile cue. And you can see she's getting better about not engulfing my hand. And whenever I do reward her, I make a cluck sound so I can bridge that gap in the positive training. So again, I'm going to show her the brush when I go to brush her. And again, this is really part of the routine. I like to spend a lot of time doing this pretty much every day with them. And I think it really does make a difference. And you see I can really get the brush down now towards the back legs. That was pretty good. Then moving over to the other side, showing her the brush again, because again, you're on the other side. There's a little wiggle, but give her a second. And then she's feeling pretty good, like her body feels nice and soft. There's no real kind of tension in there while I'm doing that. So those are all things I'm looking for. And I'm pretty relaxed myself, so I'm not going to tiptoe around her. I'm going to show her things, but I want to make sure that I'm pretty relaxed in what I'm doing as well, and not being super slow. So here I sped it up while I brushed her mane. And then also it's important moving to the tail. That's kind of like the last zone of the horse. Sometimes it can be totally fine about you touching their hind end, but the tail can cause them some anxiety, but she's pretty good about it. And she's very smart because she's already starting to relate the cue to the smile. So that's pretty fun to see. And now going back to picking up our feet, which again, this has been something I'm working on every day. And I'm still a little cautious about it, so you can see I keep my body away from her. I'm going to work on a little positive R here. And she's letting me pick up that foot so I can pick it out. Haven't quite tackled the hind yet, but I'm able to touch this one at least. And that was really good. I'm going to move to the other side. And she's funny because on the right front she can be a little bit stiffer, but then sometimes she changes her mind and she's better about the right side. So it's always just about reading the horse in that moment of time. So again, I'm going to reward her for picking up the foot. Now that we're, again, not trying to engulf my hand, we're getting a little bit better about that. And I'm asking again. And sometimes I find for them, instead of like pinching, if you can just pull it forward, or you can even pull a little bit on the feather, that will help that fetlock give a little bit. They respond really well to that. And I'm able to clean out her feet, and it's been good because I've been able to address the thrush that she has, which again is fairly common because they get to being standing and round pins with the dirt, and so it just all collects in there. So then going to work on touching the right hind. It's funny to watch her expression, but that's very good. And I'm going to reward her for that. This is really funny because she went through a period of, I don't like you touching me like that, to going, oh, I kind of do like this. And then she kind of changes her mind about how she feels about it. So she's pretty funny. And then I'm going to go back to picking up the feet again. I do like to make a lot of repetitions with picking up the feet. She just popped the cookie out of her mouth that time. So again here, she's got to work on a little bit of patience, and still only she can get the cookie when she doesn't try to eat my hand. So I'm asking her to move a little bit here. So then I'm going to increase a little bit. There, that was very good. And go back to touching the hind. And that was very good. And reward. And then back to the right front. We were a little sticky on. So I'm going to push her a little bit here. See if I can get her to take the weight off, and then I was able to get her to pick the foot up. And then going back and touching the right hind. Interestingly enough, the right hind is the leg that she's offered to kick me with, although I haven't caught it on camera. But she does have an old bump on the left hind, but she doesn't seem to mind me picking or touching that one. So it's always interesting how they feel about certain things. So I was really happy with that, and finished up her session, and it was really good. We had a little bit of rain, so that's why I didn't do any work outside, but we went for a little graze, which again you can see she's pretty comfortable, and I was really happy with her on day 12.